My name is Arun Nadraja. I am a professor in the Department of Bioengineering in the College of Engineering at the University of Toledo. And I would like to talk to you about the various majors that we have in the college in the areas of engineering science and engineering technology. Let me begin by briefly describing what is engineering. Engineers are creative problem solvers, and through their work help shape the future. Engineering is essential to our health, happiness, and safety. A central focus for all engineers is the design and manufacture of new devices, structures, and processes. You look around you, pretty much everything that you see is a product of engineering or engineers who have worked on it. Okay, so let's talk about the different majors that we have. I am in the area of bioengineering, and bioengineers are working on human health, using engineering for human health, and that includes prosthetics, medical devices that you see in hospitals and doctors' offices, and also instruments that are used by surgeons. Anything medical related and health related is a product of bioengineering. Chemical engineers are working on developing new fuels to replace petroleum and also to replace petroleum products. And also they are involved in a whole manner of other industries like pharmaceuticals, and also in developing devices for environmental solutions, working with environmental engineers. Civil engineering. Civil engineering is probably the one that everybody knows, because civil engineers build all the big structures that you see around you, including buildings, houses, bridges, roads. All of that are built by civil engineers. Computer science. Computer science often is associated with coding, but computer scientists, the main essence of computer science is problem solving for the modern world, and then implementing those solutions in terms of code. And the whole variety of things that we do in the modern world is a result of computer science. Electrical engineering. Anytime you go outside and see a power line, you see that is a product of electrical engineering. But electrical engineers are not working on big power lines, but they're also working on really small things like microchips, how to design microchips, and all the things that go into that. Environmental engineering. If you have ever visited any polluted area, which is not that you want to have, and you know that the result of environmental engineering is the reason it is not polluted in the places that we normally live. And you could say environmental engineering is perhaps the one that makes our lives so much better as a result of the work that they do. Mechanical engineering. So mechanical engineering is probably our most popular major at the University of Toledo, and that is because Toledo itself is, you could say, is a mechanical engineering town. We are an automotive manufacturing center, and that's one of the central things mechanical engineers do. But it's not just automotive. They also work on all types of machinery. For example, the air conditioning system in your house is something that the mechanical engineer has designed and built. Also, if you ever go into Cedar Point, pretty much the entire Cedar Point has been designed and built by mechanical engineers. Okay, so now let's talk about engineering technology. Engineering technology is similar in the sense of like engineering science. It's a more applied version. So engineering technology majors are more likely to be working out on the field, while engineering science majors are more likely to be working in offices. And for almost all of the engineering science majors, there is an equivalent engineering technology major. So for example, for computer science, you have computer science and engineering technology. You have civil engineering, and then you have construction engineering technology. Similarly, electrical engineering technology, then information technology, and also mechanical engineering technology. And the companies, many of the companies that hire both majors so for example, they might hire electrical engineers and electrical engineering technology majors, as they need them both. So why should you become an engineer? Okay, so I've already said engineers get, they develop new technologies, and that means you get an opportunity to change the future and to improve people's lives. So it is something that you can do in other areas, but it has a lot more impact if if you do this in engineering, in shaping the future. Also, if you are an engineer, you understand technology rather than being on the outside looking in. You are the one who defines technology. Also, engineering jobs are right now plentiful and they are highly paid. Pretty much all of our graduating students get hired right away, and this is something that which is very attractive in terms of becoming an engineer. Okay, one factor that distinguishes the engineering program at the University of Toledo is that our mandatory co-op program. Every student going through the program must complete 3 co-ops working for a company. Now, we call them co-ops, not internships, because unlike internships, the co-ops all our co-ops are required to be paid. All the students that who go through co-ops get paid, and they get paid really well. And that is important because if the companies are paying you well, they are expecting real work out of you, so all of them get to work as engineers when they go on co-ops. And that is the reason we insist on that. And that also ensures that the students get a reasonable income while they are pursuing their degree. Typically, this starts in the junior year, and as a result, the junior year gets stretched into 2 years. And by the time you graduate, you have this 1 full year of co-op that makes you very competitive compared to the other universities who generally do not have a mandatory co-op program. So you are much more desirable for a company because you have this 1 whole year of co-op under you by the time you graduate. Career pathways, well, unlike some of the other majors, engineering is typically, you can't do engineering in a small company. So most of pretty much all our students go work for major companies that are pretty large. Some of them are Fortune 500 companies, and they are really, very prominent companies that they are working with. So I have listed a few of them but there are many of them, and some of these are located around the Toledo area, but many of them are located all over the country. And so our students are working pretty much everywhere as engineers. And I have listed here some of the industries: automotive, pharmaceutical, construction, so on and so forth. But there's a huge number of them, and our students are working in many of these industries. Okay, we have thousands of alumni. We have alumni people who graduated a long time ago and who are now CEOs of companies as well, and very successful alumni all over the country. And we could have listed thousands of them, but I elected to highlight a recent graduate from the class of 2019, and she is Maggie Bukele Connors, who is working for Marathon Petroleum in Findlay. And she often comes back to recruit more engineers to join her there. And that's the kind of alumni we would love to have. So if you find this attractive, contact us. So here is my contact information, but also very useful for you to contact the advisors who are listed here. There are 6 of them. They cover all the majors that I listed. Between them, they cover all of them. So you can contact any one of them, and they will be able to help you, or contact the one that is of most interest to you. We hope to see you soon.